Hey guys, this is Free Play Frenchie. Welcome back to another one take video, and today's topic is a review of Hacksaw Ridge. Now Hacksaw Ridge is a film that came out recently. It's a war film, and in case those of you who don't know, it's about a real man who decided not to take up arms during the Second World War. So he refused to touch a gun or shoot anybody, but he wanted to go and fight for his country, and he was a medic. And this, strangely enough, I'm not really attracted to war films, but I wanted to watch it because it sounded really interesting, and it was a take I'd never heard before. Well, not a take, a story I'd never heard before. And actually, it was really profound and shocking, and I mean brutal. And I haven't seen a lot of war films, I'll admit that, and I know a lot of them can be devastating in a way. But I really did find it harrowing in a lot of ways, you know. I don't know a lot about the mechanics of war. I don't know a lot about strategy, but I understand families and I understand lives. And what I saw during that film, I'm not going to spoil it, but you know, it's anything you'd see in a typical war film, was just numbers pitted against each other, and humanity is gone. There is a complete lack of humanity. You're not human to each other anymore. You're just numbers. And in Hacksaw Ridge, they have to try and keep Hacksaw Ridge and hold their position there. And it's just throwing numbers at each other just again and again to see who can hold it, and then they'll get it, and then they'll come and take it back, and then they have to do it again, and just a continual circle of death is like the basest way I can put it. And then suddenly this man comes along, played by Andrew Garfield, who is from Amazing Spider-Man, and his bravery and continued effort is astounding. You know, there's times when it's bleak and they've had to retreat, and he refused to leave all the men on the field that were still there, who were still injured but alive, and he would go back continually to get them and rescue them and bring them down. And this was important because the numbers were faltering, and although a lot of these men couldn't go back to fight, they needed the men back, and so they couldn't be interrogated. And he stayed up there something like all night and just go back and again, just one more, while the Japanese were, you know, sort of circling the area and killing anyone they found. You know, it was devastating. It was horrifying and devastating, but amazing at the same time. And I will admit that I did cry at the end because it was real. And that man refused to give up, and he kept going back. And it's really a film I'd recommend, even if you're not massively into war films. It's very clear, it's easy to understand, and it's full of love as well. There's, you know, you find out how he started, and I think you understand a little bit about the ongoing effects and the long-lasting effects of war, you know, because his dad in the film is still suffering from the First World War, and luckily it's talked about more nowadays, you know, PTSD and stuff like that, and what it's like for the veterans that come back from war-torn countries and stuff. And really, it's just a shocking film. It's a shocking film, but a profound one, and it's amazing. Sorry if you can hear any background noise. I have people in the garden, and this is in my bedroom, so just ignore that. Back to Hacksaw Ridge. It's an emotional film, but incredible to see an example of the human spirit that prevailed, really, and just is impressive, and it was shocking. So I would deeply recommend you go and see Hacksaw Ridge. I know this is a very short review, but I like to do these because then I can tell you if they're decent and if they're worth watching and all the rest of it and what I thought of them. So Hacksaw Ridge, I would give 8 out of 10, I suppose. And it's a little bit gruesome, but then I've never seen a film like that before, and it really hit home to me, and I was like, wow, you know, this is... the fact that it was real, you know, and these men were rushing into just a firing line, essentially. They were just running into people with guns, trying to push forward. And like I said, I don't know a lot about mechanics or strategics of war strategies, but it was pretty shocking. And yeah, we need to avoid going back to war if we can at all. Okay, so there's Free Play Frenchie's take on it. Hacksaw Ridge, very, very good film. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you liked Hacksaw Ridge, what you thought of it, or if you're into war films, any others you'd recommend. I don't know, have I seen many others? I don't think no, I haven't seen many others. So any other recommendations you think I should definitely see, please let me know in the comments, and always give me a little like if you enjoyed my thoughts. Tell me what yours are, and you can also find me on Instagram, where I always am, at FreePlayFrenchie. Have a great day, guys. Be cool, be kind, and I will see you in the next episode.